Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about a very detailed light skin makeup tutorial on my gorgeous model. So watch and be blessed.
Someone tell me why.
Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, guys. Meet my amazing model for today's tutorial. So I decided to give you guys a very light skin model today because I've been working on either dark skin or caramel skin. So I say, why not go for extremely light skin model, because it's really not easy to get a clean makeup done on an extremely light skin model. And I decided to film this look. So all my beginners, if you're just meeting me or getting to know me for the very first time, just pay attention to this detailed video because you're definitely going to learn a thing or two from today's video. So started with cleaning the face with the Garnier micellar water. After cleaning the face very well, we hydrate the skin. When it comes to hydrating the skin, I don't joke with it because no matter what the problem is, a proper skin prep always help you sort it out and fix it by the end of the day. Do you get? So we started with this Daba hydrating serum, and it's a spray. So we spray on her skin, massage the product into her skin properly, making sure that it sits very well. Then when we are done with that, the next step is this particular serum from watermelon. Yes, watermelon recipe, and put in that product in very well, very, very well. Don't joke with it. Make sure you have a fan by your side to always dry the product in and sit into the skin properly. Then for moisturizer today, we are using the Charatuburi Magic Cream. Oh my god. This magic cream is exactly what its name is. It's really a magic. It moisturized the skin so well and left the skin highly hydrated. And I was so happy with the result I got from this particular product. Then the next is going for their primer. So for her, she has a combination skin. So remember, when there is a combination skin, you want to go for an hydrating primer and a mattifying primer. So for hydrating primer, we are using this particular grip from Elf. It's a grip primer. So I will use it for all over her face, everywhere. Then for the mattifying primer, we're using this one size mattifying primer. This particular primer is very mattifying, though. Very extremely mattifying. It's an oil sucker. So I will just use it for just her T-zone and just probably a little here or there in her face. Do you get, like, the other part of her face? Then for foundation, selecting a foundation for a light skin is very tricky because their undertone are usually very tricky at the same time. So you want to make sure you stay safe. So for this foundation, I'm using I used um the V Beauty foundation. They are very lightest shade. Actually, I can't remember the particular name of that shade, but they are very lightest shade from V Beauty. That's exactly what I use. Then I mix it up with House of Tara concealer shade 01. Because her skin was very light, I needed to balance her undertone. Do you get? So I mix it up with that particular concealer a little bit. I'm sure you'll be thinking, can you use foundation and a concealer to blend all over the face? Yes, when the need be. And this particular point is the need arises for it. So I wanted that concealer to help me lift her face. Like, her face was that light, so I needed something that would be extremely light to blend it up. Do you get? So that is exactly one thing I said. There's no way you will not learn a thing or two from today's video. So when you get a very light skin client or model like this, don't panic. There's always a way out. Do you understand? Then when we are done with that, I spray the face with the Daba spray. just to make sure that everything sits properly into her skin. Then I use the what's it called again, the contour stick from Omari Code. Do you get? So I use it for her contour. I didn't want overly, overly contoured face. Then when we're done with that, we are on for the blush. So today I am going to blush you guys out because I'm going over with blush. I When it comes to blush, I usually keep it simple and mild, but today I'm going all out for blush. You will get to see what my powder blush is going to look like at the end of the day, because I wanted a very, very blushy cheek. So when we are done with the cream blush, I went straight with you know, highlighting under her eyes. For her highlights, I use the lightest shade of F concealer. Can't remember the name, please. So I use the lightest shade of the for the under eyes. Then when I was done, I used the same contour stick I used to, contour her face. I used to contour her nose while leaving a little bit of that concealer underneath her eyes to get a little bit tacky. I'm sorry, there's going to be too much using of a little bit because I want to make you guys understand that you really don't need to do too much. A little can go a long way. Okay. So when I was done contouring the nose and blending the highlight, I make sure I raised her eye bag up and blend it properly. If you see, she has a little bigger. Sorry. What is me with a little today? But she has a bigger eye bag, like her under eye, it's a bit big. So when you want to hide, what's the word again? You want to set under the eyes. You want to set under the eyes. Don't be carried away on like setting the creased part. Do you get? Because she has looked up and down, and definitely there are a lot of creases under the eyes. Do you get? So try and make sure that you blend it properly before setting. And for the setting powder, I used the RCMA setting powder because that's particular white undertone of that translucent powder was going to help me lift the under eye. So for the compact powder, after applying my setting powder, I usually use a compact powder to push it in. So for the compact powder, I use the Avor powder in the shade 00. You see that lightest shade of Avor came through for me today, and I'm very happy that I have it. So when I was done with that, it's time for me to set all over her face. So for the setting, I mixed that Avor in the shade 00 with Charatubery in the shade 02. I mixed them together and I got her perfect shade for all over her skin. So the under eyes was perfect with that Avor 00. So I needed to tone it a little down. That was why I added that Charatubery 02 to blend all over her skin. Do you understand? Then for the powder contour, I used the Fenty Beauty in the shade 400 to, for her powdery contour. Then the next thing I went with was the what's that called again, for her blush. Now you're gonna see the blush. You're gonna see the blush. Now using the Annie's Beauty blush. I'm so happy because I don't know why I like keeping my blush so cool and calm. Sometimes you just want to, go out of your way. You get? So just see how this orange blush, creates a huge difference. Actually, it came out beautiful. Anyways, so I just blend that in, make sure everything was well blended. Then I use my beauty blender to sink everything in. Get to sink everything, make sure everything sits together, nothing is hanging behind, nothing is being left out. Do you understand? Everything has to marry each other, come together, and boom, Beautiful. So to bring in all this powdery item out of the way, we're going to be using our Morphe setting powder, setting spray. For me, that Morphe is like a powder breaker. So that comes in so handy. So I use the Morphe spray to spray out all the powdery effects. Then for the eyeshadow, I'm using the Benign eyeshadow base for her base. To start up for her eyeshadow, I decided to use this particular shade of powder that is very close to her skin to start off with the eyeshadow. Then I'm just, blending the crease of the eyes, blending it in very well. Then using it to, marry the contour, the nose contour, making sure that we are starting from the known to the unknown. So when it comes to eyeshadow, you start from the unknown. No, you start from the known to the unknown. So what do I mean by known to the unknown? You start with a shade that is closer to the skin, then you start blending out to a darker shade. Do you understand? So, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So now I'm using this particular Meet the Browns palette from Annie's Beauty. And I started with the lighter shade of brown to a bit darker than the lighter one, to a bit darker. So I will just keep going a shade darker till we're able to get exactly what your choice or what exactly you're going for, how dark you want it to be. If you want it darker than this, you keep going darker. And that is exactly why I love this eyeshadow palette, because it has like up to 10 different shades of brown eyeshadows. Do you get? So you want the light one, you want the one darker than the light one, you want the one darker than the one that is darker than the light one. You just keep going. Do you get? So I use the this particular base, this particular eyeshadow from Happy Bride. Yeah, from Happy Bride. So I use it for the base because I'm going for a very light pigment. So I use the Silver Mark pigment glue. Then I use this particular pigment. This particular pigment is from White Glam. Thank you, White Glam. I can't remember the exact shade, guys. I'm so sorry. So, but it's from White Glam. So that is just something simple, something cool. At the same time, it's still showing that I am there. Do you get? So I decided to go make the crease of the eyes and the corner of the eyes to be a bit darker, so that you will see the eye popping very well. Do you understand? So you see the eye popping very well. So I use the Tehila black gel liner to line her waterline, at the same time line her tight line. Everything is just coming together beautiful, and everything is just so lovely. Please, guys, if you've not liked this video, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please just give it a pause. I know you're enjoying this video. Yes, I know you are really, really enjoying this video, but just give it a pause. Quickly go and subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, share the video as well, then come back and come and watch it. Do you get? Just come back. Hey, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back. So I tried to smudge under her eyes with the light brown. So when I wasn't going for something too dramatic, but I just wanted other under eye not to be bare. So just give it a little bit of the smudge. And when we're done smudging under the eye, just a little bit, then I went straight to her lip. Then for her lip at this point, God, we're so much in it for it. So I'm just going to give you the basis of what I did for the lip. I wasn't able to do the brows on camera. God help me. On this day, I was almost 38 weeks pregnant when I was doing this look. My legs were banging. I was tired. In fact, I gave birth the next day after this makeup. God. So, and after the lip was just basically lining the lip, just lining it with the brown. So I went with for the a little darker shade of the brown. So I wanted her lip to be, a little, just a little darker than usual. I am a nude fan, so when it comes to nude lip, I like going all the way, just tweak here and there and just get something new, something different every day to get. That is why you should keep watching my tutorials every time I upload a new one, because there's always something different. So I went in with this dark pink shade from Avon lipstick, and just blend it in with the brown that was there before. Just blend everything in. Everything will marry each other, everything will be together. So that's the idea. So when you are applying one or two different type of lip stain, make sure you are blending everything into each other, so there is no break and there is no demarcation on the lip. Do you understand? At this point, you are almost done with this look, guys, and I'm sure you enjoy every bit of this makeup tutorial. Oh my god, voila! This is the end of the look, guys. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You saw that coming, right? That's it. So beautiful, so lovely, so magnificent. So please don't forget to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, your questions in the comment section, and share this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.